Susan had asked me to say a few words for Niky's baby shower, and I'm prepared to do that. But I forget Susan forgot that I'm 65 years old, and my memory is not what it used to be. I also noticed, Susan, that I got some premature gray hairs on my arm, and I called my doctor, and he's going to give me a good multivitamin to restore my hair to its normal color. Okay, before I begin to talk about Niky, I have a joke that I want to tell. I know Jimmy and Shaw are going to appreciate it because it's about baseball. There were two baseball enthusiasts who were on the porch of their house after many years of an interest in baseball. They played Little League, they played junior high ball, played high school ball, played college ball, and even had a brief semi-pro career. One was the pitcher and the other was the shortstop. They were sitting in front of one of the guys' houses and they were saying, I wonder if they have baseball in heaven. So they agreed that the first one to pass would contact the other to let them know if baseball is being played in heaven. So that, as it turns out, the shortstop died first. And he went to heaven and he called his friend. He said, I have good news and bad news. The good news is, yes, there is baseball in heaven. The bad news is you're pitching on Sunday. Okay, that should bring a few laughs, hopefully. Okay, Niky, I'm going to say something about how I've known you, and I've decided to entitle this talk, It Seems Like Only Yesterday. It seems like only yesterday, when you were born, you brought a tremendous amount of joy to the family. And I was there for you. Yes, it seems like only yesterday. It seems like only yesterday when you were beginning nursery school and how cute it was to see you go off to school. And I remember during that time, it was Father's Day, and you came by my house and I told you I was going to play magic. And this is what I did. I remember taking some ice cubes and putting it in a colored vase, and I covered it, but before I covered it, I put water in it. And I shook it up, abracadabra, and then I poured water out, and you said, Mommy, Papi made magic. It seems like only yesterday that you were developing an interest in clothing and fashion, and did you look great? It seems like only yesterday I was there for you then. It seems like yesterday that you became aware of sex, and somehow you found out what it was. Yes, it seems like only yesterday that I saw you and Terrence holding hands. Oh yes, it seems like yesterday. It seems like yesterday you were going to high school, to college, and you enjoyed that. I recall being there for you then. And yes, it seems like yesterday. It seems like yesterday when you went off to college and you began to grow up, and we had a lot of heart-to-heart talks about a lot of things. And I remember you being such a great citizen during that time. I want you to know also that come October, when you have this baby and begin to experience the trials and tribulations of parenthood, that guess what? It seems like yesterday, but I will be there for you then. I also want to mention, you know, you have a fantastic mother who's been there for you at every beck and call. I also don't want to forget your grandmother, Virginia. As you know, we haven't always agreed on the issues, but she has made a tremendous and significant contribution to your life and the life of the family. And for that, Virginia, I want to say thank you. I commend you. Congratulations. I salute you. And before I sign off, I want to mention something that occurred in New York City Board of Education. And I'm going to mention that because there are a lot of educators in the family. You, your mother, your grandmother. It was the typical last day of school. And you know, children bring gifts for their parents, not for their parents, for their teachers on the last day. And so one little girl whose mother owned a candy shop bought up a box of candy, and the teacher said, "Oh, thank you." The next little girl's parents owned a flower shop, and she gave some flowers. The next little boy, her favorite student, Joshua brought up a box, and his parents owned a liquor store. So it was leaking. And the teacher said, "What is it, Joshua?" Joshua wouldn't tell. So she felt the leak, tasted it. He saw it's probably a bottle of wine that's leaking. Joshua said no. And she tasted it again. She said, "Oh, it's probably champagne." So she said, "Joshua, I give up. What is it?" Joshua says, "It's a puppy. Bye, y'all. Take care."